this is taken from actually an article by IGN written by Tom Marks. Studio director Todd Howard confirmed that Fallout 76 will have private servers that allow custom mods. Howard said, "It's a complicated problem, but one that we are 100% committed to solving." He explained that he knows that modding is an important part of the current Fallout games, and that he wants to make sure that the experience is still available in Fallout 76. Howard also acknowledged that this isn't an easy technical challenge in an online game, but that they will work to make sure it happens. So, obviously, basically announcing that they're going to try and get mods into Fallout 76, and yeah, so we'll move on to that in a moment. I want to carry on. Another article by Jake Green on Fallout 76 from usgamer.net talked a few more things about Fallout 76. I want to talk about that as well. Thanks to a recent tweet by Bethesda Game Studios, we now know that Fallout 76 beta will launch in October. It doesn't specify exactly when we'll be able to play it, but it does confirm that it will be available on Xbox One first. In order to gain access and sign up for the Fallout 76 beta, you will have to pre-order the game. There are currently 3 versions of the game: Standard Edition, the Tricentennial Edition, I said that okay on the live stream, and the Power Armor Collector's Edition. Pre-ordering any version will grant you a code that you can redeem. So, whew, okay, I've done a lot of talking now.
That was a mouthful.
Yeah. So what I want to do, obviously, because this is the first show, I want our audience to obviously get a bit of a feel for you guys, what your previous experience with gaming is. Starting with you, Ed, what's your previous experience with Fallout and leading up to Fallout 76?
Unfortunately, I'm kind of a bad one to start with because I'm not the biggest fan of Fallout. I have played a lot of the games. I played 3 New Vegas and a bit of Fallout 4. I didn't quite fall in love with it as much as I wanted to. For me, Fallout 76 is kind of what it should be. It kind of, to me, it's what Fallout should have been in terms of being like a big multiplayer open world survival game. That makes a lot of sense to me. That sounds like it'll be a lot of fun. I think having the beta coming out in October that will also carry over is a really good incentive for pre-orders. However, the industry is a little bit funny about their pre-orders at the moment, and quite rightly so, because we keep getting promised games that are not quite what they are, or they're charging a lot of money for a game that 2 weeks after release drops down to half the price. So I understand why they're trying to incentivize a pre-order. I would rather this be kind of an open beta, not just to pre-orders, so that it could be a very big stress test and also be like, you can get this game and it'll be worth your time. Because I have no reason to suspect it will be, because I played Elder Scrolls Online, which is, you know, another Bethesda IP that was translated over to the MMO style, which isn't necessarily what Fallout 76 is going to be, but it's going to incorporate some of that kind of style. And to me, I'm not totally sure having a kind of private beta for that's a good idea. I think you should give that to the people. But, you know, it's just for testing, and so I understand why they're doing it. I'm not too fussed. But what about you guys? Are any of you guys really excited about Fallout 76? Didn't they also... Was this the game that Bethesda put to Sony a full-on, you guys cannot... They said to Sony, you guys cannot not be part of our multi-platform agreement. They're forcing them to do
No, I think that was the Bethesda... It's a card game that they were going to release. Yeah, I think it was to do with Elder Scrolls Legends, I believe. Oh, God, yeah, they haven't really made that stand with Sony about crossplay with a big game like Fallout. If they had, Jesus, Sony's going to have to really rethink a lot of things. But they've done it like they're making a stand with one of their smaller games, which I don't think it will really hit Sony too hard. But yeah, sure. So look, Jeff, what's your previous experience with Fallout, and obviously, are you looking forward to the new Fallout 76?
Oh yes, very much. We both are, aren't we?
Well, yeah, because it's obviously co-op this time. It may be an MMO, but it's like 4-player co-op through the Wasteland, which is right up our alley. You know, without mods, you couldn't. I don't know if you can play Fallout previous ones with if there's a multiplayer mod or not. But this is the first time Fallout's been able to be done multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and this is very exciting. This is good. There's a lot of systems in place as well to stop griefers and stuff like that as well. So they've really thought a lot of this through.
It's an amazing turn, I feel, because we've played Fallout since the originals, haven't we? I know I never played Fallout 1, but I played Fallout 2, and I played every single Fallout
when they were
game up until
isometric.
now.
Yeah, I was going to say they were very different back then, weren't they?
Yeah, and they were
Very different. They were bird's eye view and
very raw. There was a lot of
they were
really
it
adult
wasn't
stuff
you
in
wouldn't
there.
have think it would have evolved to what it is now. But no, I'm super excited for it, especially because Luke said it's co-op. There's a lot of awesome systems and stuff in place that's going to make it really good, like setting off the nukes to set off like elite areas and hard areas.
How cool is that?
Like, that's going to be awesome. Just literally like
It's basically going to be so good when you built like a settlement and you can like, what the is that?
Yeah.
I mean,
there's
quick, pack it up.
But we'll see. But I just think it's awesome that it gives you a purpose to go and explore because you need the codes first. So yeah, and I did see that they released the gameplay of the special cards, and that's where I did see the microtransactions. Because they said that you can get packs with the cards in. So
I have to admit, I did read somewhere they're not going to sell those as microtransactions. As far as I'm aware, I could be wrong on that. Let us know down in the comments if I am. But I'm sure that they announced that they weren't going to sell those as microtransactions.
That's good then.
I'm very keen though that they want to do the beta. So
but I'm as well.
My opinion is very similar to Ed's actually. Like I got into Fallout through Fallout 3. I didn't play Vegas, but I couldn't get into Fallout 4. And I've gone back 3 or 4 times to play it. Yeah, it's okay, but I felt like the new aspect that they put into it was the settlement building. It didn't capture me. I found it, because I'm a bit like everything needs to be perfectly level and straight, and everything needs to just be just right. And you couldn't actually do that at the time. Maybe they've changed it since then. That really, really, really annoyed me. And
it's a nuclear wasteland, man.
I know, but I was like, I want my wall to be just going perfectly, but instead of it being
everything before was perfect, and they destroyed it.
It was meant to look weird, but I mean, weirdly enough, obviously that's a side part of the game. So I'm a huge fan of Fallout. I'm a huge fan of Fallout 4. Yet hate the settlement building, so I don't do it. And you don't have to do it. That's the beauty of it.
No,
like,
you don't.
You don't have to play it.
No.
You can just outright ignore that part of the game.
I got this.
Totally.
Did you get the loot box?
And the fact that no, we got it at Con.
That's from Con.
Yeah, but the fact that you've not been able to go back to it, I find strange because I've gone back to it and I've played through the game 3-4 times.
I think, to be honest, I think it was you know when you like it was just frustrating me, and another game came out and just literally sapped me away, and I think it might have been The Witcher. Pulled me away.
Yeah, that's fair then. That's fun.
And that happened to me with Horizon Zero Dawn because Breath of the Wild came out, and it's like, well, I've got a really good open world game to go play. Bye.
No, I was exactly the same with Horizon. I think I played about half that game, and then something else came out, and I was just like, ooh.
I need to sit down and give that game its dues because it's an amazing concept and it's a great game and a great story, but I haven't even
gorgeous
touched
game
the thing.
as well. Gorgeous game.
Robot dinosaurs, you had me with the trailer. Like that was I'm buying this game.
And they were like, they're not robot dinosaurs actually. Like, yes they are. They
are. Shut up, they're robot dinosaurs. Yeah, exactly.
Just give us what we want.
Don't take this away from me.
But obviously with the beta being announced that you can only get into it through a pre-order purchase, that
I'm sure there'll be an open one after that.
Well, I'm echoing what Uber Kestrel said, because he says betas are for testing. It's a shame publishers seem to try and make them all about selling pre-orders, which is the problem because, like we say, all they're trying to do is get their units sold, as it were. Whereas, you know, we want a game that's really, really good. And if they let us beta test it, admittedly, it's too late in the process by that point to change big fundamentals of the game, but it would at least give us an opportunity to have a say in it.
As long as the servers work, when they've launched the game and they say they've tested it and in day one it works fine, then but beta testing is great.
I think what sort of irked me a little bit was that the save from your beta will carry over into the main game, which is now making me think this is not a beta. This is
but it might be like a level cap of like 2 or something
but
crazy.
It's
like
also an opportunity for people to get too high a level too quickly by the time it's generally released.
Yeah, but there's always going to be people like Jim who will just sit and play the game non-stop, no sleep, for maybe 3 or 4 days solid, and be ahead of everyone. Like Monster Hunter World.
Monster Hunter World.
Exactly.
For those of you who don't know Jim, the day this came out, from midnight of release, you had a digital copy. I think you stayed up for 4 days straight. Or something.
I did a 24-hour stream. then did 6
there for
hours
12.
on the end of that, then went to bed for like a couple of hours, then played it for like a solid like 18 hours again. I logged 122 hours in the first
So you've
week.
got no chance against people like Jim.
By the time Luke and I got back on, he had killed the final boss of the game so many times that he had armor made of it. He had made this thing into clothing.
But what I like about it, if you guys did that, I'd be still downloading the game.
Yeah.
Freaking internet. No. But yeah, so
I'm a huge sucker.
Fallout 76. I like the idea of being multiplayer. Obviously, I think, to be honest, this is going to be massive on Twitch and YouTube. Like,
oh, it's going to be huge.
For the community aspect, teaming up, funny moments are going to be like happening, which will be all over social media. And I think it is a good move by Bethesda to make Fallout multiplayer, because it is like, I think, Luke, you said, didn't you, about multiplayer within Fallout? It's what a lot of people have been crying out for a long time. And Fallout 4 is still a thing. It's still being played, still very popular. So they're not stepping on their previous game's toes in any way. This is like Fallout, but it's different. And so you can still play Fallout. Go play Fallout 4. It's still great. It's massive, huge. But then if you want to go play with your mates, we've got Fallout 76 to play. It is a smart move. I just don't like this pre-ordering aspect. It's just... Nah, I don't know. I think they need to just hand it out to everybody and say, listen, play our game. Like, if you're unsure about the multiplayer, here, just play it. Like, go for it.
Well, there's a flip side to that, just quickly, with the pre-orders. If they just opened it right off the bat to everyone, then surely that would just flood the system. It's a way for them to gate people getting into it, stop it overloading it. Obviously, they're early stages. They might only have, like, say, one server online or whatever. I don't know how it works. Right. Do you know what I mean? So, all right, they could be like, do a competition or whatever, and you just let 1,000 people have keys.
But staggering
whatever
does help,
Yeah, so that's probably just...
Yeah,
I like
actually,
to be neutral in these situations.
Yeah,
I just like to try and sit on the fence and see both sides of it.
Admittedly, the first week of this game, the servers are going to be...
Oh, massively.
They are,
Massive. Beep, by the way, like, beep.
Well, the whole game is going to be, because as Uber Kestrel has just said,
I just saw
it's a Bethesda game.
That's true.
Buggy.
It's like
bugs everywhere.
If there wasn't any bugs, we'd be like, who developed it again?
What's going on?
You didn't do it, did you?
Do you remember the dragons flying backwards in Skyrim? That was hilarious.
It was
that's
like,
what I mean. That's a
like
good
the
moment.
normal just NPCs like up to their shoulders in the ground, just like trying to walk, and it's like, Bethesda.
I saw a guy get his feet stuck in the head of a horse, somersault like a Catherine wheel through the horse's head, and then catapult into the sky to never be seen again.
But because we're used to it, we are all like, oh,
that was pretty cool.
You know, bless you. You're all right. Don't worry about it. But anyway, so that's Fallout 76, guys. I wanted to obviously bring that up on the show and get your opinions on the Fallout franchise, and get everybody in the audience informed of what
do you guys think in the chat? You let us
know down what you think of. Are you looking forward to Fallout 76? Has anybody pre-ordered yet? Please.
Yeah, you guys in line.
Jabron. Can we get a multiplayer Thomas the Tank Engine mod for Fallout 76, please?
Done!
I'll be down.
It's going to happen.
Right, guys. Live campaign.
We'll move on to the next topic.